Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at something modern for the mix. I have been patiently awaiting opening these figures since I got them back in early October so that I could make a review. We are now mid-October, but I'm not sure when this video will be coming out. Anyways, it is something that I got at the Disney store or the Disney outlet. I'm not really sure if the Disney stores that exist nowadays are considered Disney outlets. I went when we went and took a trip for my dad and grandpa's birthday to Texas, and we took my son to Legoland and everything in the Grapevine Mills Mall in Texas, and they had a Disney store. Used to be a Disney outlet, but when I was there, they seemed to have a whole lot of stuff that is online, and it wasn't clearanced out like the Disney outlet normally is. Seems like they carry Disney, Shop Disney merchandise in store, and so I feel like those remaining stores have actually just become Disney stores nowadays, though they might have overstock from online, I'm not sure. That being said, I found this really cool set that I just couldn't get out of my mind. We actually bought something and then left, and then I actually came back to that store because I just kept thinking about this 2-pack because it was so cool to me. So it was 10-year-old Nicole really wanted this, is what it was. So this is Battle of the Heroes, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker 2-pack. It's part of the Star Wars Power Force line, I suppose, and they take batteries. You can tell by that ugly little thing down there. Anyways, so there's lights and sounds and real character phrases. That's what it advertises on the side. We have a real-life picture of Obi-Wan and Anakin dueling, and a pretty dang convincing sculpt set for these two, in my opinion. I thought these guys looked really good. I like the mix of soft goods and sculpted material. Their lightsabers light up. They have real movie phrases. It's just something that like I would have absolutely died for in 2005 when the movie came out. So here's the back. It looks like you can take off their robes, which is very cool, and they have a motion-activated lightsaber sound effect, so they swing. This is just crazy. I paid $50 for this, which is kind of a lot. I'm not very versed in these like action figure dolls that the Disney store has, and so this is my first experience with them. It's not something that I'm probably going to pick up as a long-term thing, but Obi-Wan and Anakin, I mean, like, what can you can't say no to that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get them out of their plastic prison, and we will take a closer look at them. Okay, here they are, and first impressions that I experienced just when getting them out of the packaging is they feel really nice. They seem super sturdy and quality, and they stand up on their own, which is fantastic. So I figured we'd kind of explore them together. So let's start with Anakin, since he was the first one that I opened, and we'll kind of set Obi-Wan off to the side. So here we have Anakin Skywalker, and the face could be better. I feel like the camera actually makes it look a little more goofy than it is in real life, just by the lighting. And definitely, if you're good at like repainting faces, this might be something that you want to pick up and try to repaint. But it's not the most awful, but it is definitely not the best. I don't get Hayden Christensen from this, though I think the hair sculpt is really good. So he does have a robe, and it actually has wire, so you can fit it around his head. And they advertise that the robe comes off, which we may do here in just a second. But we have a very dull, like, large action figure, and it just is so cool. The lightsaber is going to be stuck in the hand because it is electronic, so you don't have to really worry about it falling out, which is fantastic. You can see some more details. So this is kind of what he just looks like with his robe on. Let's go ahead and disrobe him, and it should be a pretty easy process. Yes, so there we are. And it's a nice, solid built robe. I mean, I feel like it has a decent amount of weight for its size. And here's Anakin without his robe, and you can see he has a lot of sculpted detail going on. You can see the fabric really well of his Jedi tunic. He has a Force hand and a lightsaber hand. Unfortunately, you can see all the screws. They didn't cover those, but if you have the robe on, you can't really tell. He's got screws on his ankles as well. So articulation, he has ball-hinged knees, ball-hinged ankles. His torso doesn't move, but he does have a ball-range hip. Wow, look at that. And then this is sort of like a rubbery piece here. And I just really like the textures. See, yeah, it even has a split so you can move his hips and display him how you'd like. So there's his belt. That looks really rough. The painting on that could be better. It looks like vomit green. Other than that, though, I think that his belt looks pretty good. It's even on there a little bit crooked, like how it would be in real life. And you can see the speaker holes here. And let's go ahead and I'll click his buttons so that you can hear his phrases. I did forget the rest of articulation. He has a ball-jointed head, shoulders, elbows.
May the Force be with you.
Here we are. And his lightsaber is lighting up. It's very bright in this room, so you can't tell very well. Let's see. It said they were motion activated.
I do not fear the dark side as you do.
Oh, he's got a switch on the back. Oh, that just means it's off. Okay. So yes, you can see the lightsaber color
Obi-Wan,
change briefly. It said that they had like lightsaber action sounds, and I'm not hearing
I
that.
do not fear the dark side as you do. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. This is the end for you, my master. You will try. You underestimate my power. The Jedi are selfless. They only care about others. I should have known the Jedi were plotting to take over. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. The Jedi use their power for good. You will try. I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire. I should have known the Jedi were... The Jedi use their power for good.
Okay. So we have a mix of good Anakin and Darth Vader phrases. I did notice in the phrases when he's on Mustafar, there is some background sound, and I'm not sure if it's because they just didn't get very good vocals because they're having to pull from the movie clip, but they definitely don't sound as quality as when he's speaking in a quieter environment. So I'm not sure how well that picks up on camera, but I think that the phrase rotation is a lot. Like I didn't count how many phrases, but they have quite a few, so that's really cool. This just feels really nice in hand. The belt button is a super easy access, and you can turn it off if you'd like. I did not hear any lightsaber motion sounds like the box advertised, but maybe I'm doing something wrong.
This is where the fun begins.
Yeah, I'm not. It's
If you're not
it's lighting up. But
then
yeah,
you're my enemy.
not a huge deal. It's not something that like is going to be make or break for me, but you know, they advertised it. I also really want to point out how fantastic he looks without the cloak. I was initially like, oh, I wanted to display him with the cloak, but dang, I mean, he just looks so good. But you know, what am I going to do with the cloak? So I might as well put him back in it. And I think you can get these guys pretty posed up. We might try it here at the end, but let's go ahead and move on to Obi-Wan here before this video gets too long. And I think that this face sculpt is much, much better for Obi-Wan. I think he looks a lot like Ewan McGregor. Again, he looks a little less good because the lighting is washing out his face. But in person, I'm really impressed. Again, face sculpt, hair sculpt looks really good. So you can tell Obi-Wan has the very same style where he has some texture and soft goods and whatnot. So let's go ahead and derobe him, which I will point out, yes, he also has the wire in the hood so that it can stay on better. You can really pose him up looking pretty cool there. You know, like he's in disguise or hiding with his head turned. Anyway, let's go ahead and take his robe off here, and then we will try out his phrases. So there he is, and he's going to have the same points of articulation. And I really like the texture on his outfit. I feel like rarely do we get this sort of texture for a figure on their tunic. I just feel like the detail on this is really, really good. And then here's the belt. Obi-Wan's belt looks much better. I'm not sure what's going on with Anakin's back there, but you can see the button, and it looks like the back of his tunic actually came unplugged. It's really interesting that you can plug those pieces in and out. I assume because the battery pack is back here, so that's how they allow you to get to it. So Obi-Wan should be turned on, and it's going to be the button in his belt here. Oh, yeah, you can bend his arm just a little bit. I like that there is a rotation on something that has a wire going through it. They did a really good job on that. It's just something that wouldn't have existed back when the movie originally came out. This was just not something that toy companies could achieve for something as cheap as $50. And so it's really cool, and I just feel really blessed to be living in a time when we get something of this quality. I feel like rarely am I impressed by something like this these days, action figures or toy-wise. I just think this is really, really cool for the price and something that a child would be able to play with. I mean, I would have just loved this as a kid. This would have just fueled my fire for Star Wars even more. So let's hear Obi-Wan.
Hello there. You were my brother. Hello there.
Oh.
I will do what I must.
And his lightsaber is lighting up again. It's just very bright
I
in
have
here.
failed you, Anakin. You were my... Hello there.
So I don't know if y'all are hearing that, but it's like
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
not working as good as it was the other day. Oh.
Hello there. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Hello there. Hello there.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on there. That's really odd. I don't know if maybe he's getting low on batteries.
Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy.
I love that line.
It's over, Anakin. Hello there.
See, and it just goes,
It's over, Anakin. Hello there.
Good line.
It was said that you would destroy. Hello there.
See? What's going on there?
It was said that you would destroy. Hello there.
Well, that is actually really disappointing. I can tell you, I've pressed these buttons quite a few times, and I have not had him struggle to get through his whole sound loop. I don't actually know what all of the sounds are. This very well could be something where he just has low batteries. I'm going to hold out hope for that. So, sort of disappointing. I just can't get him on camera to go through them all.
Hello there. I will do what I must.
It seems like a low battery thing, just the way that it's acting is just not quite as responsive, but it's trying, so I don't know. I hope that's the case. It's kind of a disappointment if not, but nonetheless, these guys are fantastic. I really like them. I mean, I'm not going to be pressing their dialogue buttons all the time, but it would be nice to know that it works, you know what I mean? And so that sort of does bother me. I'll see if I can't play around with it and get those dialogue get his dialogue fixed again. But anyways, let's go ahead and I'm going to see if I can put him in the robes and do some sort of like cool pose, because I'm going to display them, I think, in my detolves. I think that's a place that they deserve to go into because they're like smaller than Sideshow, but they're really, really quality for the price that you're paying. Well, action figure posing is not my specialty here. I have Jack in the room because he is absolutely chomping at the bits to try to play with these things after the video. He has a Lego ship. Anyways, yes, you can pose them, and I did discover that Obi-Wan's batteries were pretty much dead. As soon as I came in to try to change them, he just was totally dead. But that being said, you can get some crazy poses out of these guys if you sit there and try hard enough. I'm not willing to try hard enough at this time because I have a very antsy toddler beside me. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I am so pleased with this purchase. Just, there he goes. Really, really happy with these guys. I think they're so cool. Let's see your ship.
Oh, look.
Wow. All right, that's all for now, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.